What if you could train an AI model to become you? Stranger. Well, I uploaded 20 of my photos, trained an AI on Fal.AI using the Flux LoRA portrait model, and the results, well, it blew my mind. Stick around because I'm going to show you how you can do the same step by step and unlock your very own AI twin. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Flux LoRA model on Fal.AI to generate stunning images. We'll go from uploading your images to training the model, testing it with some creative prompts, and I will even share some real-world use cases with you. Oh, and yes, there is a small cost involved, but don't worry, I'll explain you everything. Okay, so this is the Flux LoRA portrait trainer model on Fal.AI. I'll give this link in the description so you can also access it. Okay, so if we read the description very quickly, it says it is optimized for portrait generation with bright highlights, excellent prompt following, and highly detailed results. Cool. So first up is the playground where we can actually try this model, and this is what we are going to do today. First thing is the input, and we need the images data URL. So either you can add your images or you can pick a zip file. So I already have a zip file. So if you see, I've put in some 20 photos of mine, at different angles and different lights and different setting, maybe in some place I'm standing, in some place I'm making some gestures and all this kind of thing. And then I've made a zip out of them. Now this zip, I'm going to put it over here. Okay, so it didn't really pick it. Okay, let me browse through that and I get that. So this is my zip and I upload it over here. Okay. Then there is this trigger face. And I want the trigger face to be Harshit. So whenever in my prompt I'm going to write Harshit, it is going to pick up this set of images that it is trained on. Then there is this additional setting. Let's have a look at that. Learning rate. So if I look at this, information tag, it says learning rate to use for training. Default value is 0.00009. So let it be the default value. Let's not, change that. Steps. Number of steps to train LoRA on. Default value is 2500. So let it be that. All right. Then multi-resolution. What does it mean is, if true multi-resolution training will be used. So yes, I want it to be trained on multiple resolution. Yes. Subject crop. So if you are in a surrounding and you have several different objects around you, it will be able to crop that image, that training image, and just pick up the subject from that image. So let it be true. Data archive format, you can leave it as it is. If you still want to read it, here is a description. The format of the archive. If not, the format will be inferred from the URL. So let it be this. Let's not change anything over there. Resume from checkpoint. So if you want to stop training the model at some point, then probably you can, put in something over here. But for now, let it be this. Create mask. No, I do not really want that. So we'll understand create mask a little later. Okay, so this is it pretty much if you actually want to train an AI based on your images. See, it is so cool. It is so fast. It is so easy. Okay, now let's actually start the training by clicking on this link. Okay, and let's see how much time it takes. So I've started it now. And if I come over here, it shall give me some training history in a bit. If I do see all, it says no request. Let's go back. Okay, so now it says in progress. And if you want, you can have a look at the logs, but I don't think we'll be able to actually understand anything. But if you see, it is saying that fetching training data and saving and all of those things. After a while, there will be a stage where we will not be actually understanding anything. Okay, so we'll give it some time, let it be trained. And, I'll fast forward this video or I'll cut the part of the video, but I'll tell you how much time it took actually to train the model. All right, so as you can see, the model has trained and this activity is completed. And now it is time for some real action. So we click on this button called Run Inference and let's click that. Okay. So we have got this prompt box over here, and the first word that is written is Harshit. So that is my trigger word in fact, and it has pre-populated that. And if I look over here, it says LoRa's and the path, and it says, if you look at the last word or the extension, it says dot save tensors. Okay, so what is this? Now, after the model is trained, it actually gives out a tensor file. Now, this tensor file is the trained model data, and if you have got this tensor, you need not, uh, train your model all the time. So every time you give it a prompt, also you send along, a tensor of your trained data. The prompt is going to work on that data, and it will do the needful. Scale. What is that? The scale of the LoRa weight. This is used to scale the LoRa weight before merging it with the base model. Default value is 1. Let it be 1. Additional settings. Customize your input with more control. Let's see what's that. Image size default. And we have got a portrait 9:16, square HD, and custom. So let it be landscape 16:9. Inference step. The number of inference steps to perform default value 28. So let it be that. See this random guidance scale. Similar to the media will be returned to base 64 URA, and the output data won't be available in the request history. Let it be off for now. Number of images 1. And so let me make it to, let's say, what's the highest number? 3. Okay. So let's make it to 2. Select the output format. So let it be PNG. And now let's give it a prompt. So I had a prompt. I made a prompt specifically for this video. Let me bring it, over here. Okay. So here is my prompt. Okay. So I'll remove the word Harshit again over here. Okay. So my prompt is simple as of now. Harshit Sty Astronaut Ultra Detailed Sci-Fi Lightning. So my expectation is it should give my photo, my image as an astronaut with too much detailing, fine detailing, and some sci-fi lightning. Okay. Now all the magic is actually in the prompt. Okay. Now I have got a PDF I have attached, or I have linked into this video's description. You can go and download that PDF. And over there, I've given some very cool prompts. You can have a look. Okay. And maybe, it will save you some time and all this type of thing. It will save you some time and some efforts and some hit and tries. It will save you all of those. But I really suggest that you try that. All right. So now it's time for the real action. We have got the prompt. We have got the settings in place. And now let's actually run this and see what we get. So it is generating image. And the request took 6.73, and here are my images. Okay. That was pretty cool. So it gave me an astronaut, but it didn't show me the face. How sad is that? Okay, so I didn't expect that. Let me try something else. Okay. All right, so it took me a little while to figure out what's not working. So the thing was, I had to tweak this weightage over here. Now, if you see the scale, and if you read the instruction over here, it says the scale of the LoRa weight. This is used to scale the LoRa weight before merging it with the base model. So I had to do a couple of iterations to figure out the most relevant weight it can give me. And then, instead of giving those short prompts that we were trying earlier, I gave it a long, detailed prompt. I got this prompt from ChatGPT. And for my very scenario, I made the scale to 2. And then when I gave this prompt and, just tried to generate the image or run the inference, I actually got a relevant looking portrait of myself. I mean, this is not like 100% close to me, but yes, it is like, 95%, I would say. So yes, it will do the job, right? It will do the job for me. It will actually make me, I'm not really sure if it is a very wonderful image, But yes, it is very close to my how I look actually. Okay, cool. So with this, I was actually able to, write a few more prompts, and now we are going to try another prompt. Okay, so just bear with me, and I actually wanted to do this live with you, for you. So I'll do another prompt now. Just bear with me. Okay, so now here is my another prompt, and this again is a little detailed, and I believe this also should give me image very much closer to mine. Okay, very much closer to myself. Scale is something I've tweaked. I've made it 2, and now let's run the inference again, and let's see. Fingers crossed. This is fun. This is actually fun. So what I see now is that, for each of the expression, maybe I'll have to tweak the setting. Like, in my previous expression, I wanted a serious look, and the data that I've given it, that also was kind of serious. I was not really laughing in any of the images. So maybe, when it was a serious look, it was able to generate a closer image. And this one here, it is actually close, but I'm not really sure if this is the amount of fat that I actually look. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's tweak it a little more. This is fun. And let's run it again. Yes. So this, I would say, is a little more closer to me, I would say. Yeah, so maybe in the very first go, you might not receive a perfect image, but you can keep scaling, you can keep playing with the variables here on LoRa, and you would probably figure out the most perfect setting for yourself. All right, so with this said, I hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed this project of mine. Okay, one word of caution over here, that this thing will actually cost you. So I added a $10 balance into my Fal.AI account, and I trained my model, and I did several repetitions, and I've still got $7 more left in my account. So it was not a very costly affair, but yes, it costed me something. So $3 is something that it costed me. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, so with this said, let's wrap up this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if you really enjoyed it. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.